Brian Cole Jr., a 30-year-old white man from the D.C. suburbs, is charged with transporting an explosive device.
Here's the white guy in question. Oh, no. What? I love it when I get to talk about media figures that I at the very beginning of the time that I started kind of watching and participating in politics a little bit more and maybe paying more attention, that I had a little bit of respect for, but not a ton. Like, so Jake Tapper, when he was a White House correspondent, more than he was a big on-air kind of leading a show guy, I would listen, and I think he asked some pretty good questions back in the day. And over time, I just really did not like what I saw coming out of Jake Tapper's mouth, especially as it related to Joe Biden and being the last person on the planet to be able to see that there was some cognitive decline and some issues that we really needed to address. And so yesterday, I can tie two of these things together. So somebody I do like, Dan Bongino, was announcing that the FBI had finally apprehended a suspect in the January 6th pipe bombing incident.
Folks, this is what it's like when you work for a president who tells you to go get the bad guys and stop focusing on other extraneous things not related to law enforcement. This is what happens. We had a great team. I know it's said a lot in this business. It was a team effort. It becomes cliched, but cliches are useful for a reason because they matter. And this was a team effort. The director and the attorney general emphasized that it was not a new public tip this came from. This was our internal work at the FBI. And I want to just really express my sincere gratitude to this attorney general and this president for allowing us the latitude. I spoke with Ms. Bondi very early when we, maybe day two, and I said, we're going to get this guy. And she said, yes, you are. And we did.
Okay.
You're
Wow,
gonna do it.
she did so much work. She said, yes, you are.
Yeah.
Go.
Nailed it.
I'm not gonna. But
I'm on my way to, yeah.
You guys take care of that.
You are. I'm going to go on Fox News again.
I have some binders that I need to put together.
That's true. We have the Epstein files to redact that have already been released publicly, so we can release it again and say it's new information. But, you know, hey, we'll
She
get
is
on
hot, though, so, you know.
Yeah, for 104, but
swing.
I would.
What does that matter?
A lot.
yeah, what does that matter?
Have you lived life?
Apparently, I've lived a very long time, but it's friendless, according to Tim. And so
most things.
I guess I've.
Would you rather be smart?
some life.
Smart and ugly, or hot and stupid?
Smart and ugly.
Well, I get. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
Hot and stupid. I'd rather be hot and stupid.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle. That's what I think. I'm in the middle. I'm average and average.
Yeah, that's what I like to balance it out.
I don't think this is the kind of balance you want to go for. But Jake Tapper, my good friend Jake, never wants to be wrong. He always wants to make sure that he gives you the straight news. And he does. Listen, not everybody does this, but he does his research. And he broke it down on CNN last night.
The FBI finally announced that they had arrested a suspect accused of planting pipe bombs near the Republican and Democratic National Committee headquarters the night before the January 6, 2021 Capitol attack. Brian Cole Jr., a 30-year-old white man from the D.C. suburbs, is charged with transporting an explosive device in interstate commerce and with malicious destruction by means of explosion.
Wow. Jake Tapper thinks if you have a big house, you can't be anything but white.
And he lived in a nice neighborhood that was quiet with no crime.
Whoa.
So
Jake Tapper said no blacks in the suburbs.
Here's the white guy in question. Oh, no. What? Come on.
Close enough.
A lot of white tin.
Be cold.
No, you know what? He is white. Look at him. Just a dark. He's a dark-skinned white guy.
He's Carlton at best.
Yeah, Uncle Tommy vibes, I guess. That's what Jake Tapper meant, of course.
Oh.
Yeah.
Have they?
It's a Freudian
I mean,
slip.
it's not.
Well,
I don't think. I mean,
teleprompter?
white guy, Jake Tapper. I mean, did somebody go, no, Jake, he's black. Did he ever correct, by the way? Do we know if he's since corrected?
He'll write a book.
He'll write.
This is all a prequel to a book.
Yeah, exactly. We had the wrong Brian Coleman. Is it Brian Coleman? Brian Cole Jr. Cole. Yeah, I don't want to get these names. Listen, the name is not important so much as he's black versus he's not white, right? He's not actually what you said. So anyway.
Jake doesn't see color.
He certainly does. He certainly does when it suits him. So, maybe some integrity. You know what? Admonish yourself. And no, don't you do it to me, Tim. I'm saying no, listen, the word happened. It did. But I'm not calling for it. I'm saying that Jake Tapper deserves an admonishment because he's a moron. But now I want you to do me a favor and compare that to the image CNN is using to describe the suspect.
Here we go.
That's different pipe bomber.
You know who else fails? Big wireless networks. That's why I see how I fit that in there.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Pure Talk Wireless. Pure Talk, who are a sponsor today. Go to puretalk.com/Crowder. Look, if you look at some of these big wireless companies, they just give your money to people who hate you. You get the same service, you get the same phones, and actually a lower bill. I was out in a more rural area this last weekend, and I had much better service. But you got unlimited talk, text, data, 30 gigabytes of hotspot usage for, I think it's like $29 a month, and you can call someone, get American-based customer service.
And by the way, this is a new deal from them, $29.95 for life per month for unlimited talk and text. Yeah.
Anytime I had a problem, I've called someone, I've gotten them on the phone.
Yeah.
So, why not?
Yeah.
Give it a whirl.
The deal runs through Sunday, by the way, so you have to sign up by Sunday to get the $29.95 for life.
Sunday.
I have a question about pipe bombing, by the way.
Yeah, sure. You look at me. I'm the expert. Yeah. Hit me with those pipe bomb questions. Yeah. I'm dressed like a Columbine shooter. Yeah, ask me the questions.
Josh, I'm coming to you. Are you a pipe bomber if the pipe bomb never goes off? Or are you a pipe bomb placer?
Well, it's a bomber, regardless, because you
really?
Yeah, you set the bomb in motion. You put it there.
But it didn't. Nothing happened.
Listen to this.
Okay,
what if you're flying over Venezuela, right, and you drop a big 500-pound bomb? It's a dud. Doesn't explode. Did you bomb Venezuela or not? Yes, you did. You dropped
the bomb. Didn't explode.
Yeah,
you dropped a bomb.
You dropped a bomb.
No, listen. You dropped a bomb.
Your semantics are wrong.
Are they?
Bombing is the act of like putting the bomb in the place to go off and do the thing. Detonating would be, he's not a bomb detonator.
Yeah, stop being so anti-semantic.
Yeah. He's a pipe bomber. He's not a pipe bomb.
He's a pipe bomber.
Detonator.
Either way. It just sounds weird. I don't know. But anyway, look, this is good for my heart and my soul to understand that no new information came to the FBI to solve this crime. There was not a tip. And Dan Bongino made clear that this was based on no new information coming to the FBI, that it took the FBI 5 years almost to make sure they checked the cell phone tower pings to find out who this person was. That's not an indictment just on the FBI, though it is just a tiny little bit. It's an indictment on the Biden administration not caring to find out who was behind this.
I would say there's more on the FBI because I don't think you need to be told by the president to look for a pipe bomber.
I don't think so either, but it's
like, was he coming in there saying, hey, hide that information? That doesn't make any sense.
They were told by the attorney general, I believe, Merrick Garland, I could be, or maybe Ray, to go to PTA meetings and look for Christian parents that were radical. So
they were given false leads.
It just doesn't inspire confidence, okay?
Yeah, for sure.
Just saying, because I was reading the article and I'm like, ooh, like what did they do? Like, did they have like some psychic come to them and say, hey, or like somebody else, and Dan's like, no, we got no new information. I'm like, well, there goes that theory.
Someone told Candace in a dream.
Somebody came to him in a dream. Maybe it was Candace. Maybe Candace told him because it was the French, and really it's not this guy, and he was on an Egyptian plane to D.C., so that maybe that story makes sense. I have no idea if bees were involved. But all of a sudden, they are like, hey, we found the guy. And I'm like, are you kidding me? This is so stupid.
It turns out this guy, it was the people closest to Trump who did it.
Yeah.
Wow. They all betrayed him.
All of them.
All of them.
This 30-year-old still living with his mother. Man, he was really good at escaping the FBI.
I don't understand. Anyway, like none of this makes really any sense to me why this wasn't solved sooner, other than the administration prior to the Trump administration, former Vice President Joe Biden, was incompetent. But so is CNN. And so let's not, just throw all the blame on him. Back in July, CNN referred to the NFL office shooter, you remember that guy, as being, quote, possibly white?
So you guys have seen the picture of this shooter,
yeah,
right? We're going to put up the picture of the suspect, of the shooter in question. And I know you're going to think, is there a trick here? No, there's not. Look at the picture that was widely available to everyone. It is the picture that was referenced by the anchors, the broadcasters, the experts you are about to hear discuss the description. potentially white guy with the picture.
They do not know who he is. They know he is
That's him.
a male, possibly white. He's wearing sunglasses. He appears to have
Looks like the guy from
what
Grand
looks
Theft Auto.
like male, possibly white, mustache, sunglasses in that building, isolated to, they believe, to various locations, including upper floors.
How do you make that mistake twice?
Thrice.
Did you not have a picture? Possibly white?
Yeah, that was Lenny Kravitz.
It's like no white dude.
What are you talking about?
No white dude ever really looked like that. But
I think
hey,
that was Bruno Mars.
That was Eric Andre.
It was Eric Andre. It was all a prank.
Can we go to overlay B again, please? Okay.
White.
Got it?
I mean, to be fair, I do think this guy identifies with white culture.
Okay. Oh, well, see, it's identification now.
Yeah.
He's black, but
He
he
looks-
identifies as
yeah.
white, and Jake Tapper knew that.
It looks like his favorite band is REO Speedwagon. So
He's just rocking out to 80s arena rock.
that's the guy that comes by your office and asks for your TPS reports.
That's definitely.
That's a JCPenney back to school outfit.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's the banana in the tailpipe.
He's at prom with his mom right now. That's where he's at.
You got a big date tonight, sweetie. Let's go to JCPenney and pick you out something real nice.
Pennies.
Real nice. You're going to like the way you look. I know
That's
it's a
Men's
different
Warehouse.
store. I don't care. I know. Anyway, let's make sure that we're not just,
Sorry, I had to.
Fine. Let's make sure like we spread the love a little bit. Ah, there it is. Josh got a little bit of that admonition splashed
No,
onto
I didn't
you.
get it.
You
I didn't
did.
see it, so it didn't happen.
Oh,
fair.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
It's like when I farted in your office earlier. Nobody saw it. So it's all good.
No respect. None whatsoever. I know it's paper, but it still has my name. That's important. I have friends.
Powerful.
MSNBC labeled a man who set protesters at a gost. Try that again. MSNBC, don't do it. Don't, Tim, don't.
Do it.
Yeah!
I did it because you stuck.
Back in June, MSNBC labeled a man who set protesters at a Gaza hostage vigil on fire as white.
There's an individual that's taken into custody. He's a white male.
He's a white male. Whoops. Here's the guy, Mohammed Sabri Soleiman.
Oh.
An Egyptian citizen because Egypt turns out the best white boys you ever done saw. And
I knew the whites built the pyramids.
See, there you go. There you go.
I knew that.
We did
Those
it all.
Egyptians were probably close.
You guys keep blaming the Jews for everything, and it's really us. Our bad. Does this sound like any white guy you've ever heard, by the way?
That's what he's got right here is Molotov alcohol.
I would have guessed British, to be honest with you.
To be fair, I do think that whoever it is, the census, whoever makes these categories, they do categorize Middle Eastern or Arab people as white.
Yeah, they do. And Hispanics are characterized as white quite frequently too.
It's yeah.
What?
Yeah, they're changing. They're adding a category. I think a Middle Eastern, North African category in the next census. But he would be officially white in the United States.
Well, that explains the terrorism charges.
No.
Nice one, Noodle.
Are you telling me MSNBC got this one right? Is that what you're trying to say?
Technically, but no. They should have said Egyptian man. They should have said...
It's the same semantics that they play in the UK when they're like, it's an Asian man stabbed a tourist on a bus, and it's a guy from Pakistan. And
yeah, technically you're right. It is Asia.
Yeah, it's just word games.
Yeah.
They're just playing word games.
I don't think Kim Jong-il is going on subway stabbings. That's all I'm saying.
They can do the same thing with Russia, but like an Asian leader invaded Ukraine.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
You all right?
He's white.
Are you okay?
He's white. No, I'm a little. I mean, you guys are just like, well, yeah, no, he's technically he's white by our standards. So
Gerald,
I
we're
guess.
12%.
No, he's not. We're with you. He's not white. I'm just saying that this is the semantics they pull. This is the.
Listen, where's this white guy camaraderie and kind of like bond, like stick together? Kind of stuff?
Forgot.
No?
We have to keep our clan tight.
Oh, I guess you're Hispanic and you don't want to come under the hood. I can fine.
Orale, I'm a mechanic. I'm always under the hood.
Oh yeah, vato.
Oh, you're still here? And you're still watching this on YouTube? You've probably noticed something is missing by now. I'm not here. That's because the Live Daily Show is now streaming exclusively on Rumble weekdays at 11 a.m. Eastern. Tune in there, where nothing is censored.